Hello, I'm Dr. Emmanuel and I'm a crypto trader on Binance. In this video lecture, I'm going to show you how to go about Binance staking. Binance staking. In this video, we are going to learn all you need to know about Binance staking, and I'm going to show you how you can earn money automatically on Binance. I mean, you can earn money even while sleeping. And I'm going to show you how to navigate, how to go from your Binance interface to actually go to where you can do the staking and all that. I'm going to show you also. And I'm going to show you how to arrive at which coin to stake. Because when you get to Binance staking interface, you're going to see different tokens and lockup period. You might be confused. Okay, which one do I know which one to stake? I'm going to give you some advices on how to arrive at which coin or which crypto assets to stake. And I'm going to show you some pitfalls to avoid. A lot of people, they stake and then maybe they didn't do it properly. Maybe they lose their money and they were like, oh, this thing is not good. Actually, because they didn't do it the right way. So I'm going to show you some pitfalls to avoid when staking on Binance. Before I go into the video proper, I want to let you know that this is not a financial advice. Um, Crypto investment, it's subject to price fluctuation and risk. Yes, there are actually potential gains and there are potential risks also. So this is not a financial advice. You need to calculate your risk before you go into investment. Now let's talk about how to navigate from Binance interface to where you can actually stake. As you can see now, this is the first screen you're going to see when you log into your account. And from here, you click on more. You can see. And when you click on more, you see under the recommended, you see DeFi staking. You click on DeFi staking and wait for it to load. Now, when it's loading, you can see Binance is giving a disclaimer here. It said Binance strive to offer its users only the best DeFi mining project. However, Binance only acts as a platform to showcase projects and provide users with related services such as accessing funds on behalf of the user, distributing earnings. Binance does not assume liability for any loss incurred due to project on-chain contract insecurity issue. So they just give you some disclaimer there. Now this is Binance Staking Interface. Now you can see there are two types there. You can see DeFi and you can see just staking. Those are the two types of staking that you can see on Binance. Now there's a difference between the two of them, DeFi and just staking. There's a little difference between them. These are the DeFi staking, and you can see they are flexible. LTC, Ripple, BUSD, ETH, BTC, DYDX, AVE, BNB, and so on and so forth. Now you can see that some of them, it is not showing that stake now. Like look at this ETH now, it's not showing because it's sold out. Hmm? All the available tokens for this staking has been bought, so you cannot stake here. You can see sold out. So but this one that you can see that the stake now is still highlighted. That means it hasn't been sold out yet. That means you can still participate in the staking. You can see the stake now button is still active, so that means this is still on. And those whose stake now is no longer there, like this link, you can see it's sold out. So under this DeFi staking is flexible, meaning that you can actually get your money anytime you want. You can stake for 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, less than 1 day, and you're also okay, I want to get my money back, and you can just recover your money. So it's flexible, no locking. Now under this other one here, under this taking here, it's where you have lockup period. I think the network it's a little bit poor. All right. The network is just a little bit poor. Now you can see under this taking here, you can see lockup period. Now that is the difference between the two. In the one I showed you before, there is no lockup period. You can withdraw your money anytime you want. But in this one, there is lockup period. And lockup period is the period of time in which you cannot access your money. Your money is inaccessible for that period of time. Usually, lockup period is 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days, sometimes 120 days. So, if you select 30 days lockup period, for example, it means you cannot access that token that you lock up for 30 days. It will actually be available for you after 30 days has expired. Then you can access it. But before 30 days, you cannot access it. It's actually locked up. So now you can see down here, you can see different crypto assets with different percentage and lockup period 17.5. Sometimes you can see this one up to 30.49%, and even sometimes you can see as high as 50%. You can see this one is having 40% returns for 90 days. Now if I adjust it to 60 days, it's going to reduce. You can see if I lock it for 30 days, I get 25%. If I lock it for 60 days, I get 30%. And if I lock it for 90 days, I get 40%. So that is how it works. And once again, those one that the stake now button is not active is because it's totally sold out. So it's no longer available. Now on this staking interface, there are some important things you need to note. First is the percentage. Then you can see here minimum locked amount. This is the minimum you can lock. This is NKN now. The minimum you can lock is 1 NKN. You cannot lock less than that. That's the minimum. And you can select the duration of the lockup, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. You select which one it's comfortable for you. Now let me work with a particular one. Let's say this near, for example. Okay, now I'm going to click on stake now and wait for it to load. Now over here is going to give you the details of the lockup. And now you're going to see the minimum lock here is 0.01 near, and sometimes you also have the maximum. Sometimes you see, okay, sometimes you have maximum limit. In this case, is 100 near is the maximum you can actually stake and lock up, and the minimum is 0.01. You can see over here. You can see it over here. The minimum and the maximum. The maximum is 1000 near, is 100 near, and the minimum is 0.01. Okay. Now over here, you can select. Over here, you can select. You can type the amount you want to lock up. Let's say 50. It has to be between 0.01 and 100. Show me I don't have enough because I actually don't have near in my account. So you type the amount over here, and when you type the amount, it's going to give you the breakdown of down here, the stake date, the interest period, redemption date. Is going to give you the details, and you can see it's already showing me 2.085 near. That is the estimated interest if I lock up my this particular token for 90 days. as in 50 tokens for 90 days, this is what I'm going to get. You can see it's already showing here. So when you're done looking up, it's going to give you the details here, when you can redeem it, the daily interest, and then the total amount, the estimated interest you are going to get. You can see the details will be shown down here. Okay, and you can change the lockup period from 30 days to 60 days to 120 days, depending on which one is okay for you. And also you can do auto staking. Now, let's say for example, I select 60 days lockup period here, and if I want to continue after the lockup period, like I want to lock for the next 30 days, I can just switch on auto staking. So at the end of the 30 days, when the staking has when the period has expired and I can actually access my fund back, it will just automatically stake the amount of the token that I lock up before. It will automatically lock it up again for the next 30 days. So it will just automate it. So that makes it much easier. Right? Now that is how to go about staking. And when you stake, like I said earlier, you cannot access that fund until the lockup period is expired. But you can actually see the interest, because they are not good. The interest is not going to be at the end of the lockup period. They start giving you interest from the second day. After 24 hours, you begin to see the interest on your spot wallet. So the interest is available from 24 hours after you stake. So from each day they keep on giving you the interest, but the principal is actually locked up until the period expire. But the interest will be available for you from the second day you can see the interest on your spot wallet. If you go there, you see it in the value of the token you stake. Let's say for example I stake some Solano and I take it for 60 days, I'm going to see the interest in Solano. They're going to give me interest in the token I stake, not in another token. So after like 24 hours, I'm going to see Solano, depending on the amount I stake, I'm going to see it on my spot wallet. But the principal is going to be locked up till the end of the staking period. Okay. And I'll show you how to navigate, and I'll show you some of the important things you need to know. And I'm going to give you some advice on how to arrive at which token to stake. You can see different crypto assets here, and you can see different interest. You can see this one as high as 49.8. That is this wool here. You can see this wool here having as high as 49.8. You can see 49.8. You can see this one having as low as 9.8. Some of them can be higher than that, some are very small. You're wondering why is it some are high as 49% and some as low as just 7%. Anyway, now the advice I will give is this: before you stake a particular crypto asset on Binance, you need to do market research to actually look at the potential of the coin. There are some coins that are undervalued, like their current price is actually low, depending on the size of the users, the potential of the project, and the adoption and all that. So you can see that, oh, this token is actually too cheap now. It has the value, the price has the value to go up in the nearest future. And there are some tokens that the price may not appreciate in price significantly, maybe because the users, the use case, the project is actually not have a wide adoption. So the price might not go up that much. But there are projects that are amazing projects. They have a wider adoption. They have potentials to to grow in the nearest future. So uh, that's the difference there. So the most important thing here now is not the percentage you are seeing, but the potential for each token, like the potential for price fluctuation, for price increase, the adoption and all that. You might be surprised that some of these tokens you're seeing here, that their price is maybe about 1 USD, 2 USD, or less than that. In the next 1 year or in the next 2 years, their price might have increased 5 times, sometimes 10 times, sometimes 20 times. So don't just look at the percentage you're seeing here. Oh, 49% is so high. Yes, but what about the potential for growth? What about the adoption? What about the project itself? How quality, how strong is the project? So don't just look at the percentage here. Do market research to know the potential of each coin to for the price to go up and all that before you stake. So the percentage you're seeing here is not the most important, but the potential of the coin to appreciate. Even if the percentage is as low as 5.6, if the coin has the ability or the potential for growth and wider adoption, and the price can actually maybe go up to 3 times its value in within 3, 6, 9 months. You see, even though the percentage is not high, it will be a good idea to stake this kind of coin if, I'm just giving as an example, if you see that it has potential for growth. It doesn't mind the percentage they're giving you, because by the time, let's say I lock up for 120 days, for example, this data, and at that 120 days, when it's completed, if the value of Theta at the time I bought it is $1, for instance, if by the time I'm redeeming it, the price is now $6, they will give me, I'm going to get back, it doesn't matter the value, I'm still going to get back the number I'm supposed to get. So that is a plus for me. Okay, that is a plus. That means this 5.6%, 5.68% multiplied by 3. If the price of Theta has actually increased 3 times, that is 200%. That is 200% rather. So it's not just about the percentage, it's about the potential for price increase for each coin. Now I'm going to give you, lastly, as I promised, pitfalls to avoid. Pitfalls to avoid. Now, some of the pitfalls you need to avoid. Let me work with a particular token here. Let me work with Theta. Now, let's say I decide to stake, okay, the minimum is 0.1. Let's say I decide to stake 5 Theta, and I stake it for, let's say, 120 days. Now, before you select the lockup period, you need to calculate, okay, when will I need this money that I want to stake? You need to do some calculations and some market research before you stake. Don't just feel like, oh, just take any. No, you need to actually look at if you can afford to stake that coin for that length of time. Let's say, for example, I stake 5 Theta for 120 days, and maybe after 30 days, I see that, oh, Theta is falling in price. Maybe the price has reduced to falling like 50%, 60%. Oh, Theta is falling. Okay, I want to redeem my coin now. And then I go there and I redeem. Now, I also need to say that there's actually an option by which you can redeem before the expiration date. But in such a case, you will lose all the interest you have gained so far. Let's say, for instance, I choose 120 days as a lockup period, and after 30 days, I decide, okay, I don't want to do this project anymore. The price is falling. I want to redeem my coin to prevent further fall in price, and I decide to redeem before the expiration time. What's going to happen is, there's an option like that. About maybe 2, 3, 4 days after, they're going to give you before expiration, but then you will lose all the interest you have gained so far. All the interest you have gained for that 30 days, they're going to take it away and give you back your principal. So yeah, you are going to be running at a loss. So what I'm saying is, choose a lockup period that is comfortable for you. You have to wait. If you choose 120, you have to wait for 120 days before you redeem it. If you redeem it before 120 days, you're going to lose all the interest that you have gotten so far. That will be a loss. So choose a lockup period that is comfortable for you. Okay. And also, another pitfalls you need to avoid, it's choose a strong coin. Like I said earlier, it's not just about the percentage you are seeing on the lockup interface, Choose a project that is strong. And how can you arrive at that? You can do market research. For example, if you go to CoinGecko, you can type the coin and look at the price history. You will see some coin, the price history for the past 30 days, 90 days, 1 year has been red. That means the coin has not been doing well for a long period of time. Whereas if you see some coin, you will see that the price history has been green. Sometimes you see 60%, 90%, and more than that. So for 30 days, 60 days, 1 year, or sometimes more than that, you see that the coin has been doing well. The chart for the coin has been green, for up to 30 days, 60 days, or even 1 year. So you can go for coin that, looking at the price history, they have been doing fine. Though sometimes there could be a change. You could see a coin that have been doing fine, just all of a sudden it start falling. Sometimes it happens, but in crypto investment, we work with trends because anything can happen, almost anything is possible in crypto. But we work with trend because there's no other way you can know you can't be so sure what's going to happen in the next 1 year, 2 years. You cannot be so sure. But we work with trends. If this coin have been doing so fine since the past 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, then we can say, okay, it will likely be doing fine. Like it is likely continue to do fine. And if this coin has not been doing fine, it's possible that in the next 30 days, 1 year, it might also not do fine. So we work with trends. So use, go for tokens that are, they are from the price history, they have been doing fine, they have been rising, you'll be seeing some growth, 20%, 50%, and all that. So choose a coin with a positive price history and do your market research. And also, there are some coins that have a high fluctuation. You know, you can just see the coin within 1 day, 24 hours, you just see it falling as high as 100%. Within 24 hours, that is crazy. There are some coins that is so volatile, the price can just fall to almost, half of the value within a short period of time. So you need to avoid those kind of crypto assets because if you stake and maybe in the next few days the coin just fell down, that's going to be a loss for you. Whereas there are some tokens that are not so volatile. You can see that the highest price fluctuation historically might just be 20%, 30%, maybe maximum 50%. It's the price has not been fluctuating so much. Those coins, they tend, from experience, they tend to do better than the one that fluctuates so widely. So in nutshell, go for coin with a lesser price fluctuation. Go for coin with the market cap is a little bit high, because if you go for coin with a low market cap, they can just dump. They can just dump and fall to almost zero value. So go for coin that the market cap is not so low, a little bit, maybe um medium, or close to the first 20, first 30, first 50 or so. Don't go for coin that the market cap is too low. Then select a lockup period that is comfortable for you, because if you redeem before the lockup period, you're going to lose your interest. And then go for a coin with a positive price history. Once again, this is not a financial advice. Do your market research and calculate your risk before you go into any crypto investment. If I watch this video and you like it, like you learn a lot of things, and you like what you have learned, I want you to give a thumb up. I want you to subscribe to my channel, and like the video. If you have some comment or questions, you can put it under the comment. And if you're a new user, you don't have an account of Binance, you will see a link under my comment, and under my profile you will see a link whereby you can register an account and get verified on Binance. Like this video, share it with your friends, make comment, and subscribe to my channel for more valuable video like this. Goodbye. See you next time.